Daddy 427 requesting permission to land.
Big Daddy 427, you're clear to land. Hangar 31R. Caution, traffic with ion turbulence. Welcome back, John.
Come on, cheer up, PlayStation fans. I know it may seem sometimes like Xbox Live gets all the good stuff, but look at this. This is a fun and unique game on your PlayStation Network, and get this, it's exclusive. And better yet, it's only $10. You know, you don't need to perform some crazy Bill Gates algorithm to convert that into points either. It's ROCHARD for the PlayStation 3. Developed by Recoil Games and released to PSN late last month, ROCHARD tries to immediately win my favor by going for a pun. In Dead Space fashion, the game takes place on a mining colony out in space, and of course even in space, rocks are hard. Rock hard, ROCHARD, you take away the K, and you know, that's just a thing of beauty, Recoil Games. I like you. Strange as it may sound, given the game's appearance, there are actually a few other things ROCHARD has in common with Dead Space, but we'll get to those in a second. You play the game as a guy named John. He's a miner who finds himself in the heart of a serious problem, and the game, surprise surprise, deals with that very problem.
Whoa, I'm getting some weird interference here. Crap, I just lost all power. No!
Skylar, do you copy? Come in, over.
Warning, unauthorized vessel approaching. Missiles incoming.
So there is a story, but it's really not important. What matters in ROCHARD is what you're actually doing. This is a puzzle platformer, and frankly, it's a very, very good one. What ROCHARD is really about is gravity. Like Dead Space, you'll be manipulating the gravity quite a bit in this game, only the application is altogether different. Now, John has an awesome ability to weaken gravity in any room he's in, which allows him to jump up to higher platforms that he couldn't reach otherwise. He's also armed with a gravity ray that allows him to pick up and toss various objects in his environment. And at its most basic explanation, ROCHARD is about those two gameplay mechanics. So, for example, you might have to stack a few crates with your Destructo Ray. Well, sorry, it's wrong ray. I mean, your gravity ray, and then jump from those crates to reach a ledge. It's a very crude example, though, and it's not long before the game has you really scratching your head. Clearly, I'm just terrible at this. If there's one word I'd use to describe this game, it's clever. ROCHARD is just filled with challenging puzzles, and there's always some kind of crazy new gimmick thrown in as well. You're faced with these force fields that block crates, and some that actually block you. And there are also enemies, and although combat is probably the game's weakest point, I mean, using a gravity ray to drop crates on their heads, that's just infinitely entertaining. Given the look of the game, it's easy to assume ROCHARD is a traditional platformer. That is not the case. This is a very interesting game that only uses tradition for the most basic of design elements. So it plays kind of familiar, but clearing a path to actually do so is what makes ROCHARD so unique. The process of solving its gravity and weight-based puzzles. Well, that and the puns. ROCHARD isn't perfect. The combat can be kind of frustrating at times, and the game isn't exactly a visual stunner either, but the gameplay is really well thought out, the challenge is rewarding, and the puzzles alone are worth the low price of admission. It's just a shame you have to spend your time escaping. It's ROCHARD for the PlayStation 3.
What the heck is that?
Yeehaw! We're back in business.